I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we are talking to recording artist Heather Schmid, who has a hot single called Welcome to the Future.
Welcome to the future. Please slide your card through the scanner to get access. Perfected humanity's upon us. Utopian civilization. Disease, poverty, extinction. Nothing less substandard race. Now we've stepped into the future. And we're one supercomputer. We're moved by thought and feel. Love is the absence of fear.
And welcome to Spotlight, Heather.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
So great to see you today. Tell me a little bit about the inspiration for this wonderful song.
Welcome to the Future is about artificial intelligence implanted in our brain. Elon Musk is working on this company called Neuralink right now. And it is this nightmare slash amazing opportunity where artificial intelligence is actually implanted into your brain. So that some of the first uses that they're talking about is like curing spina bifida. That's in the clinical trials right now. But I really think about if we have 10x, 100x, 1,000 billion x our thinking potential, what problems can we solve? What kind of, what is global warming in that scenario? And, what is tribal warfare? What is, what are these big, huge world problems in that scenario when you have every Google question answered immediately inside your own brain? I just find it fascinating.
Absolutely. I mean, we have exponential intelligence if we harness this internet in the right way. And there are two ways, of course, to look at the future. You can look at it fearfully and say, oh, I prefer the analog world. Or you can embrace this new technology and look at all the good it can do. I can imagine people hearing who couldn't hear before, seeing who couldn't see before, and perhaps walking who couldn't walk before. So there really is limitless potential.
Yeah, I really agree. And I feel like more of us need to be involved. More of us need to hear about it. That was sort of the thinking behind the song. Musicians are always cutting edge. We're innovators. We're on the, we're always taking risks or thinking about these types of things. But this is an important big thing that's coming no matter what. And people should think about it. They should think about where their place in that world is. And if there's more people thinking about what kind of good this sort of connection can do, what kind of problems that they can solve, they personally can solve, I think that's, a great thing.
Absolutely. And we're kind of connected already. I mean, we have the phone in front of our face all the time. And that phone is our job, is our grandma, is our best friend. It's everything, because you talk to grandma, you talk to your best friend, you conduct work on your phone. So the integration is already there. It's just a matter of taking something that's less awkward than a handset and putting it up here in your brain. And obviously, some people will object to that. I might, but it depends on how it's used and taking those baby steps along the way till we get there.
That's really the thing. That's really the important part. If you think about, I have a 10-year-old son, and so we ask Siri everything. I have it on my phone, right? I have it on my watch. So if he's asking me a question, I have no idea, when this star was connected, a random question, I immediately am asking Siri, and she is filling in the space, and it's this close rather than this close, right? And it used to be that we just go, I don't know, let's, those things were never possible. And I feel like it's changing how much he already knows. They've done studies about that for sure. Like, he's 10 years old and he has so many advances with technology already. It's inevitable. And the thing that is important is that, like, for issues like global warming and issues like these big unsolvable problems, if we are using the technology and the artificial intelligence to solve those problems, now we have a world in which it's useful and helpful and not scary, and a parameter in which we could do amazing things.
I love how you've taken music and turned it into this great philosophy. And I think it's where the art should go, that it should be multi-level. It shouldn't just be a song you hear on the radio about, whatever, but the fact that it's a little more provocative, it's making you think. I think one line that stuck with me from the song was, you said, love is the absence of, there was a phrase, there's a line in your song, it was about love. I can't recall it right now. Love is the absence of fear? But it stuck with me.
Is love the absence of fear?
That's it. Love is the absence of fear. I think that's a terrific line.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's, I think, with all of my travel through the Middle East and Asia and Southeast Asia, I've had some pretty intense experiences as a musician and as an artist. And you tend to see and feel and understand how your voice is influential, even if you're not trying to be. And so how much more effective it is if you are trying to be. Like, what do I want to talk about? What do I want to share that would have a positive effect? It's really, we have done a lot of research lately about how music affects the brain. And there are so many important innovations that are happening now. And people can really understand that music is not just this fun entertainment thing, but that it can also be healing, that it can be provocative, that it is, I just came back from the Grammys. NFTs were like, NFT sponsored one massive part, Minecraft sponsored the other part of the Grammys, and cryptocurrency, the whole entire, and the stadium in, this is happening. Mm-hmm. So each and every one of us needs to see how we can use our voice in a way in which to bring something good to it.
And you're using your voice to do that. The name of the song is called Welcome to the Future. You can get it anywhere you listen to music. You can find out more about Heather and her work on her website, heatherschmid.com. Heather, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
My pleasure. And I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time.